Stick around, because we're going to talk about this sport now that is not for the faint of heart. We're talking about cage fighting. Extreme violence caused a lot of stir when it first came on the scene, maybe a dozen years ago. But now it's getting popular again, and not just among men.
That's the thing. It's not just the men that are fighting, it's also the women. And I have to tell you, they haven't been able to join the professional ranks just yet, but that doesn't mean they're not willing to try. They want the same opportunity to fight that the men have, and even though they have busy home lives, jobs, and families, they fight every bit as hard as the men do.
It's the harried normalcy of everyday life for 26-year-old Michelle Ould.
Is one of these snacks in your backpack?
They can definitely keep me on my toes. Sometimes I feel like I just don't have enough time in the day, but my oldest son says he's proud of me, so that's all that matters.
Michelle works as a mom and a secretary, but she also works the ring as an amateur cage fighter. Her goal? To become a professional. Part martial arts, part street grappling, part sheer brute strength. Cage fighting is an offshoot of ultimate fighting or mixed martial arts. While there are some rules, it's actually still illegal in some states. A cage fighter wins either by knocking out her opponent or by having her opponent throw in the towel. And with every kick and punch, Michelle is proving that the small yet growing group of female fighters is a force to be reckoned with.
There's no difference really between men and women in mixed martial arts. I wouldn't take anything away from women. I think they train just as intense, just as hard as we do.
It's no holds barred. You can use your fists, you can use your knees, you can use your elbows, you can kick in the face. So you get in there and you do whatever you have to do to win, just short of breaking the rules.
As with most sports, female cage fighters make significantly less money than their male counterparts. In her last fight, she made under $1,000, while professional male fighters like Chuck Liddell make up to $500,000. And as its popularity grows, so does the attention.
The idea that women want to be equal with men in everything, including something so brutal and so vicious and so unappealing to the vast majority of Americans, it boggles the mind.
But it seems like America is tuning in. Last year, Ultimate Fighting Championship matches brought in more than $205 million in pay-per-view sales, and the number of people watching is growing.
You see this and you think Gladiator. I think the parallels exist between what's going on today in Ultimate Fighting and the days of the Gladiator.
But for Michelle, no matter how savage the fight, it's a dream she's been nurturing for years.
It was always something I wanted to do. I've trained for boxing since I was like 16, but I just never really fought.
And on this night, she's putting her passion to the test at the fatal Femme Championships. The fight lasts less than 2 minutes. She loses, but she's still fighting.
She wasn't making any attempt to cover herself, to get better position for herself, so the referee stopped the fight for fighter safety. She'll recover quickly. I'm sure by the time we get on the plane tomorrow morning, she'll have already forgot about it. And they'll just drive her more to train harder. She's just that type of person.